Hi there, and welcome to Tone Pilates Fundamentals Beginners class. Today I'm going to go over some basics of Pilates and we're going to work through our whole body. So enjoy and make sure you're listening to your body. If something doesn't feel right, stop. Okay, all right, let's get started. So what I want you to do is you're going to come down onto your mat. And we're going to come all the way down, laying all the way down with our knees bent. We're just going to kind of do a body scan. I want you to bring your arms down by your side. And in this relaxed position, I want you to just feel how your spine is along the mat. Some people have a big arch where the small of their back lifts off a lot, or you could be a little closer to the mat. Just kind of see where you are in space with that mat. Arms are down by your side. What I want you to do is you're going to draw your chin down a little bit towards your chest, keeping your head down, creating length in your neck. And we're going to hold it here. Take an inhale. As you exhale, I want you to press the small of your back down, kind of tuck that pelvis up a little bit. So you're curling your hips up towards you. And then you're going to reverse that. You're going to arch your back, tailbone reaches down. And then you're going to curl, tuck, tuck, tuck. And then you're going to lengthen and then you're going to arch. So this is called tick-tocking in Pilates. Just one of the fundamentals, just kind of feeling how your lumbar spine is, staying out of your neck and shoulders here. Don't hike those shoulders up. Inhale and then exhale. That's it. Let's come back to a neutral spine. So just release. So what I'd like you to do now is you're going to press, keeping the tailbone down, you're going to press the small of your back down and close the ribs. So feel those ribs coming together, creating a tighter space in the front. As you're doing this, you want to make sure you're keeping your spine long on the mat. And then release, little arch. And then exhale. And then little arch. And then exhale. Good. 2 more. And then pressing down, hold it here. I want you to keep the small of your back pressing down into the mat. From this position, we're going to do toe tap single legs. So you're going to bring your right leg up into tabletop. So that's a right angle on the hip and on the knee. From here, you're going to point the toe. You're going to bring the toe down and tap that mat. And then as you come back up, I want you to press the small of your back down. So we're going to do the same thing we did when we were just having both feet down. As you toe tap, I want you to arch the back a little bit. And then you're going to press back down as you lift that leg back up. So inhale, arch. Exhale, press. Inhale, arch. Exhale, press the small of the back down. The breath in Pilates, as you open the body up, you inhale, fill it with air, and then exhale as you close and get closer to the core. So inhale, 1 more, and then exhale. Bring the right foot down, left leg into tabletop, point that toe, shoulders are relaxing down. You're going to inhale, arch, touch the toe to the mat. As you exhale, you're going to sink those ribs down, press the back down. Inhale, arch. Exhale, press. Good. Inhale, arch. Exhale, press. 2 more. Inhale, arch. Exhale. Sometimes it's good to kind of put your hands on the ribs to feel them close down. So let's do 2 more. Inhale, feel them lift a little bit, and then exhale, squeeze them together, press. Okay, from here, bring both feet back down. We're going to do bridge position with some spinal articulation. So we're going to get that segmenting of the vertebrae. So in this position here, what I'd like to do is have your knees bent enough that you can just touch your fingertips to your heels. If that's too much to bend your knees that much, you don't have to, but that's kind of the goal, is to keep your arms reaching long towards your heels and have your knees bent so you can touch them with your fingertips. Okay, from this position, take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to curl your tailbone, folding the pelvis in. Start curling up 1 vertebrae at a time, peeling each vertebrae 1 at a time up off of the mat, all the way up to your shoulders, holding it here. At the top, you're gonna take an inhale. As you exhale, you're gonna reverse that. So you're gonna bring your upper back down first, followed by your middle back, your lower back, and then finally your tailbone unfolds back down onto the mat. Inhale, little arch in the back. As you exhale, pressing down into the floor with the feet as you curl, like you're rolling up a piece of paper. Good, all the way up, hold, inhale, and then exhale, start to uncurl, uncurl, all the way back down. As you're doing this, you might feel new things, like some stretch in the quads. As you curl, tuck, good, all the way up at the top, inhale, and then exhale. Good, curling, getting space between the vertebrae as much as you can as you come all the way back down. Good, let's do one more. Inhale, and then exhale, curl, curl all the way up. Inhale at the top, and then exhale, uncurl, uncurl, all the way back down. Good job, you guys. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of hip rotation, and we're going to engage the obliques. So there are lots of different parts of the core muscles. So we were just working in the transverse abdominis, nice and low above those hip bones, activating the glutes and the hamstrings. Now I want to get into the obliques and the side. So you can do this with your feet down, but I'm going to bring my legs into tabletop. So you can try it this way. And again, if it's too much intensity, I want you to bring your feet down on the mat. Your arms are going to go straight out to the side. So you have a little bit of an anchoring there. Fingertips are nice and wide. You're going to have a right angle on the hip and the knee, flexing the feet. I want you to press the small of your back down so you keep that the whole time, so you engage your core muscles the whole time. This will help activate the obliques even more. You're going to keep your knees and feet together. Bring your knees to the right without tipping over. Use that right arm to anchor, and then bring it back up to the center. You're going to bring your knees to the left, pressing into the floor with the left arm, hold, and then bring it back up to the center. Now let's do it with our feet on the mat. You can do it here. If that's too much of a challenge in the beginning, just do it with your feet down. That's totally fine. I want you to start by pressing the small of your back down into the mat. Drop your knees to the right and hold without collapsing to the right, because you need to maintain that control. Sink those ribs, press the back down, bring your knees back up to the center. Drop the knees to the left and press that back down to come back up to the center. To the right, and then press the back down. Good, to the left, and press that back down. I'm going to come back into tabletop. I'm going to do it this way. If you'd like to do it here, go for it. If not, keep your feet down. Let's do 2 more sets. To the right, and then press the back down to come back to center. To the left, and back down, center. Let's do to the right and center. To the left, last one, and bring it to the center. Fantastic. Let's hug those knees into the chest. Give yourself a little pause and a break and a stretch. Holding on still to the back of your thighs with your hands. We're going to do a curl up. What you're going to do is you're going to press your thighs into your hands so they straighten. You're going to keep pressing, head comes up, chin to chest, and curl up. Using the pressure of the thighs pressing into the hands to help assist you come up. And then you're going to come back down. Curling back down, keep those arms straight, pressing into those thighs all the way down. Inhale. Exhale, press into the thighs with the hands into the thighs, coming all the way up and then coming all the way down. Good, you guys. Coming all the way up, reach, reach, reach. That's it. And now as you come down, start bringing your arms all the way down long by your side. Okay. What I want you to do now is you're going to actually keep your knees bent. You're going to bring your hands behind your head, hand over hand. Don't interlace your fingers, so hand over hand. You're going to bring your head up, chin to chest, but I want to make sure you have space between your chin and your chest. Okay, so keep that space the whole time. You don't want to crunch down. And you want to keep your head heavy in your hands and don't pull your head with your hands. Your elbows are in your peripheral vision, so not too wide and not too much in front like that. So not too wide, just on a diagonal from here. I know, feeling it already. So from here, what I want you to do is lift up an inch and down an inch. Up an inch for the torso and down an inch. Up and down. So right now, we're working nice and high in our core muscles. Right down the rectus abdominis, 2 more. 1 more. Up, hold it here, and then bring it all the way down. Good. Now I want you to bring your arms long by your side. Take an inhale, right? Reaching long out, not resting on the mat. Exhale, come all the way up. Same thing. Head is up, chin to chest. Hold it here. Hold, inhale, and then exhale, bringing it down. Exhale, bring it up. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, reach. 1 more. And then exhale, reach. Now hold it here. Extend those legs out long, straight. Palms face forward towards the floor. And you're going to do little pumps up and down. Inhale and exhale, getting that circulation flowing through your body, warming up those lungs. Inhale and exhale. Remember to keep that space between your your chin and your chest. 2 more. Keep reaching those arms long. Last set. Inhale. And then exhale. Beautiful. Okay, let's bend our knees. Head comes down. Hug those knees into the chest. And just a little rock side to side. Good. Keeping the knees into your chest. I want you to hold on to the right knee. Extend the left leg out long. You can keep your head down or bring your head back up to that position we were just on. I like to have my outside hand on the outside of the ankle, other hand on the inside of the knee, and hold. Lifting up, hold it here. You can hug it if you want, but don't pull on your knee joint. So hold and then switch legs. Left knee comes in, right leg extends. And then switch. Again, if your neck starts getting tired, just bring your head down and reach. That's it. And reach. It's important to build the muscles in the core nice and high, keeping your head up. But if it takes time to build that strength too in the neck, 2 more. That's it. 1 more. And bring it all the way down, hugging those knees into your chest. Beautiful work. Inhale. And exhale. That was single leg stretch. Now we're going to do double leg stretch. So what you're going to do is you're going to extend those legs out straight, arms reach. If you can, bring your head back up. If your neck is tired at this point, keep your head down. From here, you're going to bend the knees and hug the knees with your hands. Now lengthen the arms and legs out long and then hug the knees in. Inhale, reach. And exhale, your eyes are on your belly button the whole time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. Beautiful, you guys. 2 more. Reach and bend. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. And then bring it all the way back down onto the mat. Woo, nice work. Okay, we're going to do, to get up, we're going to do that curl up that we just did before. So you're going to grab behind the thighs. You're going to push into your hands with the back of your thighs. Head comes up and come all the way up. It's like a little helper, right? So let's grab some water if you need it. I'm going to grab some. Always super important to hydrate as you're working your muscles and stretching. Okay, we're going to do what's called spine stretch forward, which will feel really good after the work we just did on our back. So you can, if this is hard to keep the legs straight like this, you can have your knees bent, or you can sit up on a pillow and get a little elevation off the floor. So pause and get that if you need that. Otherwise, legs are straight out, arms are right straight over the legs, so everything is parallel. Inhale, stack that spine, sit up nice and tall. You get a nice stretch in the hamstrings as you're doing this. As you exhale, I want you to reach your arms forward as your tummy scoops back in opposition. So you're making a sideways U with your body, getting a stretch through the back. Inhale to a flat spine. Exhale, reaching those arms and legs forward as your tummy scoops back. Inhale, lift, grow tall. Exhale, reach it forward. Good. 2 more. Inhale, lift, grow tall. Exhale, reach it forward. Let's do 1 more. Inhale, lift, grow tall. And then exhale, reach. Awesome. And then lift, grow tall. I want you to bend the knees again, holding it here. Slowly lower yourself down, tucking your pelvis to straight arms and coming all the way back down, laying on your back. Okay, so we're going to do the bridge again, but a little differently. Before we were getting that spinal articulation, and this time I want to keep the spine nice and flat the whole time. So again, to line yourself up, make sure you can touch your heels with your fingertips if you can. If you can't bend your knees that much, that's okay too. So wherever you can go, shoulders are down, your feet are hip width apart, knees are hip width apart, arms are down by your side. I want you to press down into the floor with your feet as you lift straight up. So no articulating the spine, it stays flat, holding it here, feeling that instant activation in the hamstrings and the glutes. Hold, and then lower it back down. And then you're gonna lift it back up and hold, holding it high, pelvis is lifted, and then bring it back down. That's it. Press all the way up, hold, and then bring it back down. I want you to bring it all the way back up. Now hold it here. I want to do a little pulse. So I want you to press down into the floor with the feet, lift the pelvis up an inch, hold, and bring it down an inch, hold. Press down to lift the pelvis up an extra inch and bring it down. And press up to lift and bring it down. Lift up and lower. 2 more. Up and lower. 1 more lift, and then bring it all the way back down. Let's get a nice little stretch after that. You're gonna cross the right ankle over the left knee. You're gonna grab behind the left thigh and just hold it there. Take an inhale. And exhale, soften the neck and shoulders. If it's too much to pull that thigh and you can't get to that thigh, you can send the foot, that foot to the floor, that thigh you were grabbing onto, send it to the floor. And just, if you feel a stretch here, that's great. Wherever your body can go to feel the stretch. Good. Now take your right foot off, left foot, line everything back up into hip width apart, cross the left ankle over the right knee. You can grab behind the right thigh, or you can send the right foot down off to the side, onto the floor, keeping that ankle crossed over, and you may feel a stretch just like this, and you don't need to hold on to the thigh. Otherwise, you can pull, get a little deeper into that stretch, wherever your body wants to go. Okay, all right, so what we're gonna do is undo that, both feet flat. Let's try that roll up again. So you're gonna grab chin to chest, grab the back of your thighs, bring your feet up, push and roll all the way up. Good. Okay, let's do some side lying work. So what I'd like you to do is you're gonna lay down on the back edge of the mat. So line your body up at the back edge of the mat. It's nice to have the lines of the mat to put your bodies in certain parts of space. So you're gonna bring your knees up to the front corner. Right in front of you. So you have a right angle on the hip, right angle on the knee. I want you to keep your neck long, shoulder down, and I want you to keep shoulder over shoulder, hip over hip. So stay right on your side. Keep your feet together, and I want you to open the knee, the top knee up to the ceiling. So like a clamshell exercise, feeling the work all through the outside of the hip, and then lower it back down. So lift, 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 and then lower, lower, lower. And lift, 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 and lower, lower, lower. Good. And lift, and lower. 2 more. Lift, and lower. 1 more. Lift, lower it back down. Now keep the bottom knee bent. Extend that top leg out straight. Externally rotate in that hip. Point the toe. Lift it up as high as you can straight. And then flex and reach it long. Point and lift. And then flex and reach. So you go where your body can go. If it doesn't go that high, that's fine. Just build that foundation slowly. Keep that leg straight, reaching up, flexing and reach. So you get that that dynamic stretching, which is really the most effective way to stretch. So you're working 50% of the time and you're stretching 50% of the time during one exercise. So you should feel that nice stretch through the back of the leg when you flex the foot at the top. One more. Good. Up and then reach it all the way down. Awesome. Bend that knee. I want you to push yourself up. Keep the knees bent in this direction, right? Feet that way. You can grab the ankles, right? You can do that. Or you can push away on the ankles. I like to push away because I get that extra stretch. So what you do is you reach one arm up, the opposite arm up. You can pull the ankles and then reach over. So you kind of pull yourself over, right? Or again, what I like to do is push away and really push this side out in opposition. So it helps activate even more, right? So it's the dynamic stretching I was just talking about. So you're reaching up to the ceiling. It's not about collapsing over, it's getting that length. It's all about length in Pilates. And I'm keeping my shoulders down the whole time. Very good. Okay, bring that hand down. Awesome, you guys. Let's switch sides. Oh, it feels so good in the side. I needed that. All right, laying your body at the back edge of your mat, head comes down in your hand, legs come to the front. So remember, let's stay right on our side. We're not tipping backwards, right on your side, hip over hip, shoulder over shoulder. Knees are bent in front. You're going to keep your feet glued together and you're going to open that knee up to the ceiling, hold, and then bring it back down. Open it up, hold, and bring it back down. Good. Lift, 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 and bring it down. Two more. Lift, and bring it down. One more. Lift and hold it here. Hold, hold. Good. And lower. Awesome. Extend that top leg out straight. Externally rotate as best you can without tipping backwards. That's important. A lot of people open up their chest to the ceiling. Stay right on your side. So it might just be a really slight external rotation. Point the toe, lift up, flex the foot and reach. Point the toe, lift. It takes time to get in there, right? It just takes time to get those muscles loosened up, getting that range of motion. Our bodies can get really tight and inflexible. So it's important to stay on top of this every day. As best you can, keep moving. Two more. Up and reach. Good. One more. Up. Flex that foot. Reach it out long. Beautiful. Bend the knee. Press all the way up and hold it here. All righty. So let's do this on this side. So if you can't bend your knees all the way in, that's fine. You can have them out a little bit too, whatever works for your body. Reach that other arm up. You can pull and get that length. Again, reach up to the ceiling. Don't collapse over to the side. So it's all about reaching up. You'll feel better stretch that way. Or you can push away, which I like to do. You get that extra length. And as you push away, don't hike the shoulders, stay long in the shoulder. So you're working as you're stretching. So again, it is truly the best way to stretch, to work as you stretch, getting that length, getting that opposition. Inhale and exhale. Ooh, good job. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come onto our hands and knees, quadruped position. So in this position, you want to make sure your shoulders are lined up directly over your wrists and your hips are directly over your knees. It's always important to have the right form when you're doing Pilates or anything for that matter. So you want to take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to tuck your pelvis under, pressing away from the floor with the hands to get that beautiful stretch. As you're getting this stretch through the back and the shoulders, you're getting that work in the core muscles. Can you feel it? And now you're going to arch that back. Inhale. And then you're going to exhale, press away from that floor. Press, press, press. Shoulders are down. And then you're going to arch. Inhale. And then exhale. Let's just hold it here for fun. Okay, from this position, I want you to tuck your pelvis forward an inch and back an inch. Forward an inch back an inch. You feel that work nice and low in the core muscles. That's right in the transverse abdominis, working your way right up the rectus abdominis. 2 more. 1 more small work, super effective, concentrated work. And then done. Let's give yourself a little arch in that back and hold. Good. Okay, back to neutral spine. I want you to press up into a plank position. Now you can just hold it here, and that's fine too. Shoulders over wrists. What I'd like you to do now is keep your body strong and straight. Tuck your pelvis just a little bit under and bring your right knee all the way in and hold, and then bring it all the way back with control. Left knee comes forward. As you're doing this, keep the hips square to the floor and bring it back. Let's do 1 more, both sides. Don't slouch in the shoulders. Right knee comes all the way up. Hold it here. Roll. Bring it all the way back. And now left knee comes all the way up. Hold. And then bring it all the way back. Fantastic. Bring it all the way down into your knees for a second. Arch that back. And now you're going to press all the way up, straight legs. I want you to start walking your hands back towards your feet and just hold this position. This is elephant in Pilates. Shoulders are down. You're going to try to get those heels touching the floor as best you can. If you need to bend your knees a little bit, that's fine. But try to straighten those legs out. Hold it here. Draw your hips forward about an inch. And then press away. Draw those hips back, getting that stretch through the back of the legs. Inhale, bring it forward. And exhale, draw it back and hold. Good. 1 more. Inhale. Now exhale, press it back. Both heels stay anchored to the floor as you soften the left knee, getting into the Achilles tendon in the left side, getting an extra stretch through the back of the right outside calf. Straighten that left leg out. Soften the right knee again, keeping both heels touching the floor as best you can. Getting into the Achilles on the right, stretching to the outside of the left ankle and calf. Good. And then straighten the right leg out. Both legs straight. Walk your hands back towards your feet from here. I want you to tuck your pelvis and start curling up with control, 1 vertebrae at a time, all the way up to standing. Good job, you guys. Great work. I hope you enjoyed this class, kind of going over some of the basics of Pilates, and have an awesome rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me.